This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Welcome back to the NLL, I am Kjotleik. This is the second game of today. This is the Gaulle versus Napoleon. The French derby in the 3rd division that is going to decide whether or not the Gaulle can keep his position as total top of the league after the second round. He was top of the league after round 1. Now let's go take a look at it. Napoleon was down on 11th, by the way, if I may say so. 1 point after a draw. Can he stop his French rival from staying top of the league? Now, starting positions. Here we are. Resource bubbles. This is the Gaulle, the designated home leader. He's got stone. He's got fish, he's got pigs, there is also wheat here, there is iron, not bad, but if you look here, it's a very huge continent, and then some small islands down in the middle here, and a smallish continent, and also another smallish continent down to the west, which connects all the way here to the east, by the way. This is the same continent as this. And then there is this little island and these little islands, but this continent slash big island you can reach without astronomy. I think you need astronomy for the rest. So Napoleon starting on the western part of the big continent. Over here in the east we have Napoleon, the Gaulle, starting in the west, Napoleon starting in the east. He's got copper available, he's got pigs, there is some oil in here, there is some ivory, and there is some dyes. Both of them are far away from each other. They are going to be able to settle a lot of cities before their borders touch. Let's see if the Gaulle can take care of Napoleon, or if Napoleon can get the better of the current total. Let's see, let's start the game. Here we go. Both French leaders, 1 city each. Let's see who gets the religions, by the way. The Gaulle with Hinduism, and the Gaulle is a little bit weaker than Napoleon in the beginning, but then he builds some stuff and now he is stronger. 2 cities each. Napoleon still without the religion. Both of them are building up 3 cities each now. With Napoleon, the Gaulle without religion, I mean Napoleon with Hinduism. Let's see what happens. The Gaulle is going east, the Gaulle is going east. And what is Napoleon doing? We are far into the ADs. I totally did not pay attention to 1 AD. But I see that currently the Gaulle with 7 cities, Napoleon with 6, and Napoleon is cautious towards the Gaulle, but they have not touched borders yet. 8 cities each. This is going to be interesting. The Gaulle is 1.4 times as strong as Napoleon though, so it looks like he has the advantage when it comes to power, and now is up to 11 cities versus Napoleon's 9. They still haven't touching borders, but it's very close now. There it is, the first touching borders. 13 cities to 9. The Gaulle also has Confucianism, so they have 1 religion each, going for theology. Next is machinery, turn 200, 1400 AD, 13 cities to the Gaulle, 9 to Napoleon, and Napoleon still has that continent down south, where he has 1 city. Southeast, he could expand with more cities down there. He is up to 11 cities now, he has done just that. And the Gaulle goes for banking Napoleon on philosophy, but the Gaulle is 1.7 times as strong and he's going for optics. Will he go for astronomy at the same time? Yes, he will. The Gaulle goes on to astronomy and he has 1.8 times the strength of Napoleon. 14 cities to Napoleon's 11. And now the Gaulle has even built a city on that little island down, or that continent down south of Napoleon's starting position. The Gaulle is going for nationalism, and he is 1.9 times as strong as Napoleon, almost twice as strong. Will we see a war, or will there be peaceful relations? 14, 15 cities. He has cities in the New World on those smallish continents. Small continent in the west. De Gaulle 16, Napoleon 12 cities, 18 cities now. De Gaulle, he is getting ahead of Napoleon, going for scientific method next, 19 to 12. He is taking that continent for himself now, and also that island up in the northwest. So De Gaulle has now 21 to 12 cities, going for physics next. He is twice as strong as Napoleon. Napoleon is going to struggle to win this game, at least with a military condition. De Gaulle with 22 cities, Napoleon on 12. And Napoleon is going for optics as well, but education for De Gaulle right now. Napoleon is very late to astronomy though, going for liberalism. De Gaulle is going to get liberalism, 24 cities now, and he is first to lib. And there is a golden age, 26 cities to 12, and De Gaulle, he is skyrocketing in power now, going for corporation, economics, corporations, chemistry next. Napoleon is going for guilds, 27 cities to 12. And steel for De Gaulle. De Gaulle is on steel, that is a danger for Napoleon. The French Derby has seen De Gaulle expand into the rest of the world, while Napoleon only has his starting area, where he has cities, and 29 cities to 12 now, favoring De Gaulle and going for steam power and 2.2 times the strength, 2.3. If De Gaulle decides to win this by domination, he will probably have no problem, and there is the war. Turn 321, the war is on. De Gaulle 31 cities, Napoleon 12. Let's see how fast this goes now. De Gaulle going for the railroads, Napoleon is going for his economic stuff. 11 cities left for Napoleon now. De Gaulle 32 to 11. How fast is this going to go for the French leader? Well, both are French, but I mean, De Gaulle, the current total, turn 331, 11 Napoleon cities left. 11 Napoleon cities left. De Gaulle is 2.7 times as strong as Napoleon, 32 to 11 going for combustion. Napoleon is going for his corporation stuff. 10 cities left for Napoleon now. Turn 336, 10 cities for Napoleon. De Gaulle is on his way, maybe here, to a second win in 2 to make it a perfect score with 4 points after 2 wins in 2. 10 Napoleon cities left. De Gaulle, he is pressing on. He should probably take the next city soon here now. Turn 341. 9 Napoleon cities left, and De Gaulle is on his way now. Napoleon is getting gunpowder, but De Gaulle is getting combustion. And De Gaulle is 3.2 times as strong as Napoleon. Napoleon now with 8 cities left, trying to go for the printing press, but De Gaulle is on rifling. 8 cities left for Napoleon. Let's see how fast we can get to the domination threshold. Turn 348 right now, 8 cities left. De Gaulle, slowly, he's probably upgrading units because he's going very slowly towards rifling. And Napoleon is trying to reach the democracy, but now 7 cities left. Down to 7 cities now for Napoleon. De Gaulle is trying his very best to make this as fast as possible. Turn 354, he's in the golden age as well, De Gaulle now. 7 cities left, and he gets rifling there. And Napoleon 7 cities. And now going for assembly line, De Gaulle. But he's probably upgrading units after he gets rifling. So there is that. 6 cities left for Napoleon. 6 cities left for Napoleon. Turn 358. Are we going to get 5 cities left for Napoleon? When will the domination threshold be reached? De Gaulle, when will you do it? 5 cities left for Napoleon. How much more do you need to take? 1 more city perhaps? Turn 360. Napoleon with 5 cities left. De Gaulle 38 to 5. And he has of course broken Napoleon. He's 11.3 times as strong, but 5 cities left. Turn 361, and there it is, the domination. He didn't really need to take more cities. He reached the domination threshold there. Turn 362 in 1942 AD. Congratulations to De Gaulle with the domination victory. Let's look at the replay before the statistics, shall we? Gaulle attacked 1900 AD, turn 320. 42 turns later, and 7 captured and 1 lost, 0 lost cities. He didn't lose any. He had the domination victory in the pocket. Congratulations, de Gaulle. 7-0 in captures, 42 turns of war, only 1 war declaration was necessary, and he crushed Napoleon in the French derby. Let's look at the numbers, shall we? First the graphs. De Gaulle is in blue, Napoleon is in grey, and we see there is a huge difference in score. GNP was actually an advantage to de Gaulle, but it evened out a little bit. Here, that's a little bit surprising. Manufacturing, yeah, it's all the way de Gaulle. Food, it was an advantage de Gaulle, but the gap didn't really open up until 1750 or something. Power, de Gaulle was number 1 for a very long time. Culture, de Gaulle, and here actually Napoleon seemed to try something. Maybe he tried to go for a cultural victory that I didn't get. Espionage, de Gaulle. So, demographics. De Gaulle's demographics, Napoleon's demographics. Ended up with 26.2 million in population and only 1.8 million for Napoleon, and the other numbers you see on screen. Let's go to take a look at the wonders and cities. 3 wonders in the BC era, Great Wall, Pyramids and Stonehenge, the rest in the ADs. Napoleon has the number 1 city on the top 6 cities list, but de Gaulle has the rest. That's weird, isn't it? Statistics. De Gaulle with 31 cities, 2 religions, 3 golden ages, 51 current windmills, 31 towns, 27 workshops and lumber mills. Buildings, 31 granaries, 27 theaters, 27 lighthouses, and we see all the way down to 2 Confucian academies there. Page down. Temple of Artemis, Apostolic Palace. We see the University of Sankor, Hanging Gardens, Pyramids, Stonehenge. Great lighthouses here, Colossus or an Oracle is here. The Taj Mahal. The Kremlin is there. And that was it. Yeah, the Kremlin was the last one. Let's go to the top and let's look at the current units that you have. 83 riflemen, 40 workers and 35 knights, down to 2 frigates. You did build 46 workers, 46 longbowmen, 42 knights, down to 4 great engineers. Let's go page down, and all the way down to 1 transport. You killed 19 macemen, 18 war elephants, 17 longbowmen, all the way down to 2 workers. Your losses were 13 knights, 4 musketeers, 4 crossbowmen, all the way down to 1 worker. So let's go to Napoleon. 12 cities built, 5 religions founded, no golden ages, that's worth mentioning. 17 windmills, 13 farms and 13 towns currently. You built in your cities 12 granaries, 11 theaters, 11 barracks, 2 Jewish synagogues at the bottom there, page down. You did build the spiral minaret and the Great Library. You also built the statue of Zeus and the Mausoleum of Mausolus. You did also get the Parthenon and the Sistine Chapel. Top. Current units for Napoleon then. 12 longbowmen, 10 catapults, and 5 workers and 5 war elephants, down to 1 caravel. You built 29 archers, 25 war elephants, 17 catapults, all the way down here to 2 great generals, page down, 1 great engineer, 1 great prophet. You killed, let's confirm, 13 knights, all the way down to a galleon, and your losses were 19 macemen, 18 war elephants, 17 longbowmen, and all the way down to 2 axemen. That was that. Let's go take a look at the cities. Here we are on the map. Let's look at the Gaulle's 38 cities, shall we? Let's sort them by pop, as we always do, and go to the top. We have 17 pop Amiens, 16 pop Chartres and Poitiers, and then we have Nice at Pop 15. Building a lot of, well, some units at least. Building Heroic Epic, it's Saint Etienne. And something for everybody. Nancy, size 6 is the bottom city we see here. Size 6, where's Nancy? There it is. And Provence is the top one on page 2, and we see the cities down there. And building a lot of riflemen in the lower cities down there, I see. But yeah, here we are, the stats for that one. Before we go to Napoleon, let's look at the victory conditions screen. With 75% of the land area and 89.46% of the world population, the Gaulle wins a domination. Very far away from anything culturally, the Gaulle built the Apostolic Palace, but that was not an option, so here we are. Let's go exit, and let's go take a look at Napoleon's cities, shall we? Napoleon of the French Empire, okay, and let's see when that changes to Napoleon down there. Come on. Okay, no. I wonder if it has changed enough that we can look at the cities. Well, he's down to 4 cities now, by the way. Okay. Okay, we really can't do that then. Orleans 10 pop, Marseille 9, Reims 8 and Nantes 7. Building musketeers in all of them, and those are the results from the cities. Yeah, when the Gaulle gets a turn, once we change to a new leader, that's what happens. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. The Gaulle retains his total. He is now top of the league for the second round, running 4 points plus 25 score per turn difference, and Napoleon with his 1 point down to 14th place with a negative 21. And that was all there is to see from the 3rd division. Tomorrow we're going to have a 2nd division day. The 2 games tomorrow is Hatshepsut versus Bismarck and Roosevelt versus Charlemagne, so I'll welcome you back tomorrow. This has been Kjotleik. Goodbye for now.